Good evening, friends. Welcome to Channel 15 News.
We are a trusted news station that has brought you many great stories, such as
Nobody got time for that.
Here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend, the zombie Jonathan. You're looking good, Jonathan. Just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think? I like poodles. All right.
Now to the action. We are receiving accounts from multiple sources that Napoleon Bonaparte has exiled to St. Helena.
In this broadcast, we will honor Napoleon by telling you his life story.
That's right, Napoleon was born on the island of Corsica in 1769.
As a teenager, he advanced through the military ranks very quickly.
He was able to win the support of France through his intelligence, charm, and energy.
Then he led a coup that overthrew the Republic.
Once the Republic was gone, a new government called the Consulate was formed and Napoleon was named consul or ruler of France.
As consul, Napoleon made sure to make France a better country.
The first thing that Napoleon did, even though he had no religion, was establish peace with the Catholic Church.
He made an agreement with the Pope to make Catholicism the main religion of France.
This made all French Christians extremely joyful.
Even Jesus was exuberant.
The next step he took was his codification of the laws.
By doing this, Napoleon brought all of France's laws under 7 law codes.
The most important of these codes was the Civil Code.
The code preserved many of France's revolutionary gains, such as equality of all citizens before law, the right of individual to choose profession, religious toleration, and abolition of serfdom and feudalism.
Now all those laws are great. However, Napoleon also destroyed freedom of the press.
You can see why a news crew such as ourselves wouldn't like that law.
Not cool, Napoleon.
Anyway, getting back to the broadcast, Napoleon and the warring armies of Europe after a peace treaty signed in 1802 was quickly broken.
He defeated the Austrian, Swedish, Russian, and Prussian armies.
His kingdom now covered much of Europe.
He claimed these areas and unified them into his kingdom.
His kingdom was divided into 3 sections: the French Empire, making up the enlarged portion of France and some of Italy;
The dependent states, making up Spain, Holland, the rest of Italy, the Grand Duchy of Warsaw, the Confederation of Rhine. These lands were run by Napoleon's relatives.
And the Allied states making up Prussia, Russia, and Austria, and Sweden.
In his empire, Napoleon tried to spread the principles of French Revolution. Many areas accepted some of these principles. For example, the nobility and clergy lost their special privileges in many areas.
However, Napoleon's empire came to an end. This was due in part of Britain's survival.
Britain was only able to survive Napoleon's invasion attempts because of its navy.
When Napoleon was completely obliterated at the naval battle of Trafalgar, his chance at invasion was over.
So Napoleon implemented the continental system instead. This means he had prohibited Allied states to receive British exports, hurting the British economy.
However, new markets in the Middle East and Latin America made the continental system fail.
Nationalism also helped bring about the end of Napoleon's empire. Nationalism is a people's unique cultural identity based on common language, religion, and national symbols.
Nationalism helped the rest of Napoleon's empire rebel against the French. Nationalism reached the rest of the empire because of the patriotism which the common hatred of the oppressive French caused, and the example French set of what nation that practiced nationalism could do.
The actual fall of Napoleon began to occur when Russia refused to remain in the continental system.
Napoleon was left with no choice but to invade Russia.
However, when he got there, the Russian army repeatedly ran away. They burned villages so they would take no food to be found by Napoleon's army.
When Napoleon arrived in Moscow, he saw a blaze and decided to embark on the Great Retreat.
Unfortunately, not much of Napoleon's army survived the Russian weather during the Great Retreat.
This led the Allied states of his empire to attack the French army and seize Paris. Napoleon was then exiled to the island of Elba.
France's monarchy was restored. However, when the new king had little support, Napoleon was able to slither back into France.
Napoleon then raised an army of supporters. He then went on to Battle of Waterloo, Belgium.
There he was defeated by a combined British and Prussian army.
He was then exiled to St. Helena, a small island in South Atlantic.
Oh, what's this? We seem to be receiving a call from Napoleon right now.
Hello, this is Napoleon. Currently, I am calling from St. Helena and the Admiral Mito. I just got to say, this place reminds me of Paris, but it smells like mushrooms, and everyone looks like they want to hurt me. Unfortunately, it looks like this place might be harder to escape, but I found a way. The last thing, now this is really important.
Oh, it looks like we have lost signal for the call. Well, that wraps it up for this time. From everyone at Channel 15, have a great night.
I am Napoleon and I approve of this message.